Okay, and we are live for Russia, D3. The weather is clear at least, so that's good. We've got 13 drivers now finally. So, as I grab a nice cold beer from the fridge, your commentator needs to stay hydrated, guys. So drivers seem to have loaded in now finally, after a little bit of a delay. First to exit the garage is going to be the Red Bull of... Is that Toki? I think it is. We've got Triple Crown out first, followed by Tahoe actually. Triple Crown on the medium tires, which is a very interesting choice. So this track with 13 laps and 25%, the softs will go easily to lap 9. So it's not a bad choice, I think, to qualify on the mediums, because then you can box lap 4 and have fresh tires throughout. And if there's an early safety car especially, it's a good choice. Because then you can box for softs and race the rest of the race on softs. As drivers are exiting the pit lane, all of them, it seems like, or most of them, as Dominic picks up a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Toki. And that was... I'm not sure why that happened, but it's definitely a shame for him. And it's a weird position because they were around the Parabolica turn, so it's not a slow place. Were they going side by side into turn 1? You shouldn't be racing on the outlap, guys, or on the inlap. It's... Hey, you haven't missed much. You have missed Triple Crown going out on the mediums on his first outlap, and Dominic getting a 5-place grid penalty for a collision on his outlap with another driver. With Toki, but Toki did not get a grid penalty, so it's only Dominic. First driver to start this hot lap is Tahoe. Let's ride on board. He did say he was out of using no traction control for in Austria, so it does explain why he's struggling. Which I suppose you're allowed to do, right? But yeah, as long as you're not being dirty or memeing about it. Tahoe meanwhile has invalidated, so he's not going to be able to set a time. Triple Crown behind him on a hot lap, as is True Knight. True Knight now first. Let's see how he does at Sector 1 split. Has a 33.5. Meanwhile, Triple Crown behind on the medium tire sets a 33.9 in the first split. Pierre in split 1, 33.5 as well. So we've got some... No, he was... yeah, he joined... Yeah, Pilou is his Discord name.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
Many drivers have invalidated here on their hot lap, it seems. Easy track to invalidate, as we got a yellow flag on the max straight. That's just the driver slowing down, it seems like. Looks like the first driver to set a hot lap time will be True Knight. Let's see what he sets. Does he get a good exit out of the last turn? He does, a 132.9. That's not terrible.
That's not terrible. That's a pretty good time as presets and the first part of the session. So it's pretty good, yeah.
And Toki sets a...
Meanwhile, if you want.
Yeah, very
Oh my god,
close.
it's very little. It's yeah, small, very little.
And Little Demon now on his outlap, Panda on a hot lap. Let's see what he sets. Is 134.6, which puts him in P3 for now, ahead of Parakotul. Well done, Panda.
Okay, Deeds invalidates. Shine invalidated. Little Demon on an hot lap, just against. Probably the most likely guy to score a pole position here, I bet.
Sets a 32.9 at Sector 1 split time. That's half a second faster.
Fastest.
No, but it's half a second faster than some of the guys I saw, so he could be on for a good time. Uses all of the track here.
Is he gonna get some slipstream from the car ahead? No, I don't think so. No,
No.
no, not real benefit from this.
Let's see the crucial and super difficult Sector 3 here. The easy off, the hard, super hard off-camber turns where it's so easy to spin out.
Yeah, that's why I keep here in these 210s after the long straight. I keep the fourth gear.
Yep.
Because it's very stable then.
Agree.
Below third and everything.
And Little Demon sets a 131.1. Oh wow.
1 and 3 tenths second ahead of Adlac, who's in P2, which we have missed. Tokyo P3, Tokyo P4, Chunai P5. That's the grid for now.
Indeed. And I wonder what a driver like Shine can do. Shine is currently still in his hot lap. He's sets a 104.8. That puts him less than a second behind Little Demon right now. I'm not sure what his split time was, but it was also 104. Let's see his Sector 3.
Very clean here. Very nicely. No wheel spin. It's really difficult on this chicane.
Good line there. Slow on the exit though. 131.7. P2.
6 tenths behind Little Demon.
And it,
Still 7 tenths ahead of ahead of Adlac. It's completely different league.
the two up ahead, and then the rest. Just like last race.
Yes. I would risk of saying that Little Demon has T1 pace.
Yeah, I agree. That doesn't say everything because we've seen people like Korea Star last season that came and left and never made it to D1.
That's true. Yeah, but if he keeps scoring good points and appearing on the races, then I think that's pretty almost guaranteed. And of course being clean.
That's true.
That's the most crucial thing in here. I think not the pace, but the way you drive. So if you're clean, whether or not it really matters.
No driver currently on their hot lap. Everyone in their out lap or their in lap. A high risk of a safety car in this track always in D3 I find. Because of the walls, there's just nope. If you spin, if there's a crash between two cars, it's usually very quickly to give a safety car or a VSC.
I mean, that's not cool for us because there's gonna be more recourse, but it's cool for it's good for the show.
It's good for the show, isn't it? Like you say, yeah. As we see Toki starting his hot lap. DRS wide open here on the big long straight, braking into turn 2 and good exit.
Very clean, but you wanna keep the inside of this corner. Stick to the wall as much as you can. It's not the game is not that realistic as the real F1, so
Oh, and he's invalidated. He goes wide on the exit.
stick to the wall.
Next driver on hot lap, True Knight, who is about to approach the end of sector 1. Let's see his split time. He is 33.2. He's 2.5 tenths up on his previous time, which puts him currently around P4.
P4, yeah.
And if he can improve further, he could very well be on his way to P4 or P3 even. You need to be on the throttle here. Oh,
No, invalidated.
that's a shame.
This track is really tricky because it has no, like, I would say, natural borders of it, natural lines. So, everywhere is asphalt or concrete around you. So you don't know really. I mean, you're trying to break the limits.
Very true.
That's what happens if you have no grass, either gravel around you.
We've got Triple Crown, who's the next driver to be on hot lap. Everyone else is invalidated. He's currently in sector 3 around the last 2 turns. He set a 138 previously, should improve quite easily there, and sets a 133.3. Well done, Triple Crown.
But just behind his teammate. I mean, yeah, just behind. Is Russia, by the way, called the street circuit?
I'm not sure. I believe it is, because it's not a real racetrack. Like there's a stadium and a theme park and all that. So it's not always a racetrack, I think. So
I would actually change the definition of the street circuit. Now the street circuit is basically the track which has walls around it, like everywhere.
yeah, agree.
No, with barely any runoff and no gravel.
I agree.
No grass.
The definition of a street circuit should be that it actually has a street in it. And what is a
Yeah,
street?
exactly, like back Monaco.
Yeah,
Because I think like Canada is also,
a, s-
but,
a street is a road with houses on the side, and where cars normally drive. Road cars normally drive in between. That's the definition of a street for me.
and if you're gonna check on the Google Maps, you see it's that um, there's no road like road car
Hmm.
road. It's all of this is a track like real track, real made
Yep.
for the purpose of racing and not driving here with road cars.
And even tracks like Albert Park or Montreal, which are technically street tracks, because they do have public roads, they don't have houses on the side. So is it really a street track if it's public roads but not houses? What do you think?
And I think the different definition comes to play. So track with walls around it very closely.
What about a track like Vietnam, which has, is on the street but also has parts purpose built, like Sector 3 is purpose built, right? That's is not really
I would call it a track that not exists.
it's true. It's never been raced, so it's not really a track.
Yeah,
That's very
but
true.
I think that's also like the type of Russia track, or maybe less because there's like actual road there. But the last sector is was supposed to be purposely made for F1,
Hmm.
but it never happened.
I think that's fair. A street track means it has to be a street, normally where cars drive, but it also means it has to be a track where race cars drive. If Vietnam has never been a track, so therefore
Yes.
Vietnam is not a street track.
So it means that we have just 3 tracks in the calendar which are actual street circuits. So it's Monaco, Baku, and Singapore.
Singapore, of
So
course,
it's
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. None of them is then street circuit. Or maybe Canada is. I've seen some streets around the Canada, but it has no like lines. So it's I don't know. I don't know how to call it. It's an asphalt. It is piece of asphalt which can be used by road cars. But I think the purpose of this is racing. This is
That's true.
made on an island as well.
Yep.
So there's nothing like there. I think there's one cathedral in there, but nothing apart from this. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Like, what if you make the definition really wide? What then in theory Saudi Arabia could be a street track because there's no runoff area, just walls everywhere, right? But it's not. It's definitely not. It's just built in the sand. So
Yeah, yeah. Well they call this track a street circuit, like the organizers. They called it the fastest street circuit, which has no street in it. Bruh.
okay,
Same with Russia, which is not the fastest, but it's still called street circuit for some reason. Maybe it also means that it's located in the middle of the city, but at the same time, there's track like Interlagos, which is in the middle of Sao Paulo, and it's not called street circuit. So I don't know.
that's true.
Very difficult topic.
Belgium, Spa uses, well, no, the track in Spa is no longer public road, but it used to have public road. Like,
It used to be 14 kilometers
yeah,
long, so
and
it
like
used to be multiple street track.
Eau Rouge Radion used to be public road. It used to be that. So
Yeah, yeah,
does that make it a street track? If it used to be public road, no. It still needs to have cars, or road cars on there every year, right, to be a street track.
yeah. We can say the same thing about Silverstone, yeah, but
True.
Silverstone was previously, I think, like a place where airplanes land. Airport it was, yeah.
Yep.
It's like base for military airplanes.
Yeah. The only driver currently on hot lap is Dietz, who hasn't set a time yet. Dietz's last race was
Ooh,
a
Red Bull just spun. I think it was
yeah.
sector one with damage. Oh, big lockup now. He's not gonna improve his time. Fortunate for him. He's letting the guy behind him pass. Very clean, very nice. Appreciate this. Okay, who's on the hot lap?
Dietz right now.
Is the Dietz? Ah, yeah, I forgot.
He hasn't set a time yet. He's got the pace to be fast, but he doesn't have the time left in the session. He really has this lap and next lap. If he can do another, he could. Let's see what he does right now. A little bit of a drifting.
Yo, P3.
Nice. And he can try again if he wants to. I'm not sure if he's going to though. No, he's letting off the throttle. He's slowing down. So that's P3
He's
for
1
Dietz.
minute behind Shine, so that's a good time.
Very true. Good time. And another yellow flag. We've got Tokyo. I think no. Actually, that's fine. Um, next driver to be on a hot lap is True Knight, who is in sector 3. He is 5 tenths up already. 5 tenths is going to put him around P4.
Before, yeah. If he's gonna keep this, then maybe P3. I don't know. Yeah, that's P4. That's well done. Well done. Good one.
Well done, True Knight. And we've got Panda on a hot lap, who is close to his previous lap time. He's up though by 1/10, and he is P11 for now.
Yeah, he's in a good position because he can choose the medium. So
Yep. He needs to keep his nose clean during the league race, and then everything can happen on this track.
yeah, maybe he's gonna rain, and we don't know. Like last Russia was raining, I think,
Hmm.
when the famous thing, so Dante hitting on wets happened.
Yep.
I would love to see this actually here in D3.
That would be
I
funny.
don't
Yeah.
know if it would be good for the clean racing, but for show definitely.
Pierre is in P10 right now, and he's 6 tenths up on his previous lap time, which puts him maybe in P8.
Yeah, yeah. Just keep this clean.
Going very wide there, but keeps it on track. Ah,
Hasn't improved.
fair play to him.
Shine on hot lap with 2 laps softs. Oh no, traffic ahead of him. Panda.
Oh no, that's not good.
Please.
But Panda, oh no.
Oh no.
Is Panda realizing? I don't think he is.
I think he's trying to
If Panda is on a hot lap, then he has the right to try. Ah,
Well, Panda may could have been on a hot lap, but he had the lap invalidated anyway. So
yep.
okay, so pretty similar grid to the previous race. So it's again Little Demon ahead of Shine. I don't remember who was P3 from last race.
True Knight? No, Bismarck. Yeah, Bismarck.
Bismarck, yeah. So
That's very true, except for Bismarck, who dropped out. That P1 through P4 is exactly the same. It's the P1, 2, 4, 5 last race. Now P1, 2, 3, 4. Meanwhile,
yeah,
looking.
so we can really see who's faster and who has to practice a little bit more on this track.
Yeah, very true indeed. It's clear, isn't it? And there's also lots of drivers close together with 132, 133. It's quite spread out actually. I don't know. It's just very spread. But on this track, anything can happen. Oh, it's cloudy.
Is it?
It's cloudy. It's cloudy, but not raining. It's dark though.
Ooh, sussy.
We
Rain at the end.
maybe
We're
yeah.
gonna get a bit from real life. So imagine this last two laps. It's gonna rain. Some people are gonna stay. Some people are gonna go on inters.
That
Be epic. I would love to see this, but
that would be spicy, wouldn't it?
yeah.
I just hope we. Well, what are your what are your predictions? I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call a virtual safety car before or a safety car before the end of lap 3.
I'm gonna go pretty wild, pretty bold prediction, and I will say after people pass the turn one, sorry turn two, it's actually turn two. It's gonna be in safety car because big braking zone. People are gonna be in the slipstream. They forget their braking points, so I think that's a pretty nasty place. So I think after this I don't know 1 kilometer of racing, it's gonna be safety car.
You're absolutely
That's my
right.
prediction.
And even worse, it could even happen before that because remember, turn 1 isn't turn 1. Turn 1 is turn 2.
Yeah.
Turn 1, the actual turn 1 is the fast right-hand kink, which is really dangerous because if you go side by side there, you can so easily just get hit and get squeezed and get pushed. I've seen so many high-speed crashes there. So
From what I've noticed is the thing that the longer the straight the start finish straight is longer. The longer it is, then it is more likely to have a crash into turn one because people have more time to accelerate and yeah, easier to lose braking points. So the shorter run to turn one is, then the better it is for the racing.
it's going to be interesting. We've got 2 drivers disqualified from their formation lap for contact on their formation lap, Panda and Dominic. Meanwhile, all drivers starting on the soft tires. I see cold tires, by the way, on many cars. I'm looking through the T-cams and I see drivers with sub 80-degree tire temperatures. So tire temperatures are an issue right now because of the weather. It's just it's cold. Let's hope for a. I know we've predicted the crash, but let's hope for a clean
Yeah,
race.
yeah. I do hope for this, but I feel like it's gonna happen.
Agree.
From
And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red louds, and they're out. We've got Little
we're not
Demon,
away. We're not away.
Little
No,
Demon
okay.
in P1, Shine in P2. Oh, True Knight going wide with a little bit of wheel spin. We're going already side by side here. NA has a good start.
Oh,
NA in P4, they're going into the braking zone, and True Knight almost spins.
yes, damage also. I think.
Toki and Tahu almost spun. But everyone seems to be through okay. There's no spins at least. Maybe light wing damage.
Yeah, I mean, my bold predictions weren't right, thankfully.
And
Apart from any smaller damage, it seems to be fine.
yeah,
Fine.
we did see
Everybody survived.
we did see just Dominic spinning out on the exit after the Parabolica turn. That's just him on the throttle. So, and I did see some wings flying there, some minor
Yeah.
barge boards. I'm not sure that's from Triple Crown, who has lost his right wing.
It is, yeah.
So,
I saw him crashing into the pit lane exit. So
oh,
then, yeah, it was just butterfly effect.
let's see who has made the most positions in this. It's Tahu who has gained 2 positions. Some other drivers switching 1 place, and that's about it. All the top 3 drivers getting away safely with no collisions, with Little Demon now pulling away from the rest, almost a second ahead. I'm checking front wings to see if there's any more damage.
I think it's just Triple Crown and Dominic.
And Paracotul as well with the Alfa Romeo. It's got missing his front left. Dominic meanwhile is pitting for an early pit stop to mediums. That's going to hurt him, especially if it's going to rain later.
Yeah. Softs don't use that much on this track, so it's good to keep softs as long. Oh god.
He's
Doing it hard.
almost pulling it onto, close to pulling it onto.
Hearts. Okay, to every D3 and D2 driver, if anybody's watching or is gonna watch after this, never put hard tire in a 25% race. It's just useless.
Agree. 100% agree.
They're gonna last every race. So
100% agree.
and Dominic almost spins into the wall on the exit of the pit lane.
And Little Demon has pulled 1.5 seconds away in almost 2 laps. Dietz sitting behind Shine though for a fight for P2 coming in with DRS being enabled.
Yes, he's gonna be a real threat behind Shine, and he's gonna get DRS after this lap because it's very weird because you have the start finish line, and then after you have the DRS straight, and like the checking point is after the start finish line, so he already has DRS. Does he? No, he hasn't. But
That's then because he was out of DRS range for a moment, because True Knight did have DRS there in P5. Meanwhile, there's a fight happening for P9 as we see Panda and Triple Crown and Tahu fighting. We see now Triple Crown on the inside going wide though, but keeping it ahead. Does he have to give that back? It seems like he almost has to give that back, but Triple Crown, or sorry, Tahu is now through, but he is out of battery already in lap 3. Both drivers really low on battery actually.
Panda's overtaking.
Oh, Panda with the move. That's a hard turn. Oh, and he loses it almost, but keeps it on track thankfully.
Triple Crown with the damage, by the way, is still on the track.
Very true.
Interesting tactics. Panda is sitting on his ass though.
Yeah, he needs to wait for the DRS zone and then make a move, I think. Speaking of DRS, we've got True Knight right on and Adelac still now following the DRS zone into sector 3. As they round the final sets of corners. And I think we might see a move here coming from True Knight as Dominic has spun on the hards at the end of sector 1. Let's see, True Knight doesn't have a great exit, he's 4/10 up, but NA is out of ERS already at the start of the straight. So, yes. Oh, and he's lost it! Oh, what a hit! That was massive damage!
He wasn't paying attention. Oh no, he forgot. Yeah.
He clipped the left wall. He's lucky that it's a VSC. He's lucky that he didn't DNF there. That could have been an instant front left suspension failure.
Right. There's a VSC.
Well, it wasn't at the end of lap 3 though, it was at the start of lap 4, so
Yeah, but it's still closer than my predictions.
fair play.
Um, I'm wondering if the VSC is gonna last until they're gonna get close to pit lane. So if there's gonna be any moves to pit lane.
Oh,
Okay, it's out already.
Toki gets a drive-through penalty, speeding under VSC, so he was too early on the throttle. Meanwhile, NA, who did the massive crash on the wall, has lost his complete front wing. He is full red ring now. So Toki with a drive-through penalty, I think it is, right, for speeding under VSC?
Yes, it is.
Yes, with a drive-through penalty, so Toki is going to lose out massively from this. And meanwhile, Tokyo is sitting close to NA and is actually overtaking him now, of course, because NA with the massive wing damage, so that's an easy overtake. As we see Triple Crown stuck behind Tahu. And Parakotu trying a move on Panda, but not making it stick, going wide. Panda now has lost out in the DRS though because of this move. But sitting at least in P1 still, or P11 still, so he's gonna keep his car intact and he's gonna gain 2 places by the pit stop and the drive-through. Meanwhile, Triple Crown is now getting alongside Tahu, and Triple Crown is around the outside but has to brake earlier. Switchback. Oh,
So close.
that was really close. And now Tahu
Goosebumps for this.
has got the inside line. And Triple Crown is out of battery, so Triple Crown is going to tuck inside, tuck behind him.
They're fighting each other since I don't know, like 2 laps straight, and I love it.
Very
They're
true.
being clean. They respect each other. That's good. That's good.
And just a reminder, Triple Crown has wing damage, so he's definitely
Damage, yeah.
struggling.
He's proving that he's really quick, even though he has the damage. You know,
Meanwhile,
easy to deal with damage, but he still fights.
Dietz has caught up to Shine in the DRS zone. They're less than a second behind, from apart from another, going into the last 2 turns now. Let's see the telemetry really quickly. Dietz on 32% battery, Shine on 43. So I don't think we're going to see a move just now.
He's too far away. He's gonna get close. He's getting very close, but not enough. Not enough.
He has to watch his overspeed.
Toki is in the pits. That's why. Oh yeah, drive through.
Yep.
And Pia is in the pits. Wondering if it's any penalty or just casual pit stop. I think it is casual pit stop. Yeah. Regular one.
As we see the drivers being spread out a bit now, Panda has passed Toki and is sitting now behind Tahu because Triple Crown is also pitted. Interestingly, Pierre and Triple Crown, the guys who were fighting, am I saying that correctly? Were they fighting? No, Tahu was fighting.
Yeah, Tahu with
Yeah.
Triple Crown.
So Triple Crown is now going into the pit lane, maybe trying an undercut, I'm not sure, but it's given some drivers at least a chance to stop fighting and try and pull away. Dietz still within DRS range of Shine, but unable to get up to the bumper to make a move.
Yeah. We have 2 long straights with DRS, but this track proves that even because of these benefits, like I said, so long straight with DRS, it's not easy to overtake there. You gotta have really good exit compared to your opponent ahead, and also the overspeed.
Totally agree there. It's really hard to overtake here as we see Dominic retiring from the session, who spun one too many times. And we have a VSC now, a second VSC.
Second one.
And this could benefit some drivers who still have to pit, because we see Tahu now entering the pit lane.
That's big benefit for him.
Yep,
Tahu's
True Knight.
pitting.
Tahu, Panda is pitting, so that's good timing for them to go into the pit lane now. And Toki is able to sort of mitigate his damage from the drive-through.
I got 5 seconds.
Oh, that's dumb. Sorry, Panda.
Okay, red flag, Panda P7. We stop the race and Results from the lap 6.
DRS is now enabled again. The VSC has ended.
I'm wondering if True Knight actually gained or will gain on this pit stop during the VSC anything. Is he?
He should
I think Demon is gonna pit this lap so he covers the potential undercuts from people who pitted during the VSC.
agree.
It's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be the safest option. Anyway, it's six laps to go, so they already spend more time on softs than they will on mediums. So I think it's a good time to pit.
Agree. Lap 7 or lap 8 latest. And we see Shine and Dietz entering the pit lane, but Little Demon staying out for one more.
Okay, that's an interesting one. But I still think he has the pace to maintain that P1, and nobody is really threat for him. Maybe a Shine if the undercut is real strong here, but I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, and we see a double stack because Tokyo is also entering the pit lane for the Ferrari team. So he's going to be hell. He's going to have a slow pit stop here because the team won't be ready for him. And
True Knight, I think he's gonna get ahead of Dietz, but not of Shine. Is he?
it looks like it.
Oh god.
Oh, and these guys were already close to begin with, and now they're even closer. Oh, they're so close, True Knight. And he's gonna send it.
Dietz out of the long turn. Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh. And the Ferrari holds it though. Side by side.
Oh, so clean.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what we want to see. Come on, guys. Oh no, and he's
Oh no. Commentator's curse.
bruh. I already told him that he was so good, and he spins. Unfortunate.
Rip. And
Little Demon into the pits.
I mean, he's gonna have a safe pit stop, right?
Yeah,
Meanwhile, the weather, by the way, has cleared up. The sky is clear, so no more rain, it seems.
oh Shine maybe he'll be close. Oh, nah, too far away. I thought
Too far, right?
the pit lane exit is gonna be longer.
So looking
So
through the
it's a boring race to the end, I think.
yeah, looking through the field, so Shine has 3 seconds time penalty. Dietz has 0. So there's a fight there for P2 still, also on time penalties. True Knight has 3 seconds, but he's behind. Then going down, it's all equal. The only drivers that could switch are Triple Card and Toki, based on their time penalties.
It's also if he's gonna catch the Shine.
Yep.
Shine has 3 seconds.
That's true. Shine though with some good pace here on the outlap of Little Demon. Shine is closing in. He was 2 seconds at the start of the lap and he's now 1.3. So Shine is pushing to get into DRS range, but Little Demon meanwhile is sitting on 75% battery.
So he has 70% more
Yep.
than Shine. That's a big advantage. And that's not real big opportunity for Shine to overtake. He really has to count on any mistake from Little Demon, because otherwise I don't see any chance for him to overtake. I'm sorry.
I agree. And I don't think he's gonna get close to the DRS unless Little Demon is gonna stay asleep. But surely he's not gonna let that happen.
Maybe Little Demon forgot that we're in hybrid era, so he's not using electrical power. And he's just using the regular engine. So that's why he has so
I'm gonna switch away and switch to the fight for P6 because NA is close to Pierre and he's sending it down the inside, going.
Very wide, very wide. Okay, that was fairly easy pass. It was, I think, tapped behind, but it's all good. It's all good.
It's so good, yeah.
Meanwhile, Tokyo is closing up on True Knight because he has damage. I forgot about this. It may be very close at the end because he has 6 seconds of penalty
And I think
damage.
Panda has hit the wall because he was in P9 before. He's now in P10 and he's lost his front left wing end plate. So that's a shame. And he's now going to be under pressure from Triple Crown, who has less time penalties and an intact rear wing. So, or is Triple Crown still on his broken wing from the start? I think he is.
From the start of the race, is he? No, he changed his wing.
Okay.
That's the new one. Yeah, no damage for him right now. Pokey, 3 seconds. Oh, 15. Oh, God.
Oh wow. So that's gonna.
Jump to P11.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
And we got Triple Crown now right behind Panda. And Triple Crown gets a time penalty though, which is gonna put things back in the balanced state.
They're equal penalties, so it's like beginning of the fight. Complete restart.
The only difference is that Panda has wing damage,
Has wing damage.
and we've got a yellow flag. Paracolt who has spun and is in the wall in sector 3 entry. Panda gets a better exit on the start finish, but is also out of battery. Both drivers completely out of battery.
Completely until
Oh,
point of 2%. Okay.
Triple Crown takes the Alonso line, and I'm not sure if he gets a time. He didn't get a time penalty for that. Maybe a track warning.
It's a warning. I'm gonna check. Right. Triple Crown. Yeah, that's a warning for this maneuver.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Little Demon is cruising to the finish line. He has just 2 more laps to go.
He sets the fastest lap. We may see. Well, so Shine. Oh, and Triple Crown has hit the wall. Triple Crown has hit the wall and is now losing out to Panda because Panda now has a gap. So Panda can hold onto P10 here and even secure P9 based on time penalties. Meanwhile, Shine has 3 seconds, but Dietz has 0, and Dietz is 3.8 seconds behind Shine. So right
Yeah,
now,
he's losing time to him. I think so.
I agree.
I don't know if he's gonna be Thread behind the Shine. Shine behind.
And actually, the 2 drivers that will also switch are True Knight and Tokyo, because True Knight is on +6 and Tokyo +3. Actually, no, never mind. These are intervals, not gap to leader.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Forget about that. I thought it was gap interval, or sorry, I thought it was gap to leader, but it's interval. And now Toki.
He overtook his teammate. Is there any fight or orders? I don't know.
I would expect not, but it's a good move though. I didn't really see it though. I have to admit.
Yeah.
Tahu keeps the position, and Panda is 5 seconds behind. Now Triple Crown.
Tokyo hasn't caught up yet to True Knight, who has damage.
Oh, what has happened? Panda has lost the position to Triple Crown. Did he hit the wall, Panda?
Could have been, yeah.
We're in the last lap here, where as Little Demon has started his last lap, and it seems like Panda is now losing time to Triple Crown. So it looks like Panda is going to have to settle for. Oh, and we've got a yellow flag as Tokyo was disqualified for too many time penalties, probably.
Yeah, 2 man penalty, yeah. God, sucks.
Oh well. And
Is there gonna be any? Nah, it's last lap, okay. Parakotul, by the way, is using ERS
Yes. Be fast everywhere.
B5, yeah. Free power.
Oh, Panda going really wide.
Power and solution is. Oh, okay.
But they're still at it. They're entering the final lap here, as Little Demon is almost finished his final lap. And they're in the DRS range of each other, so Panda is going to have a look around the outside. And Triple Crown is surrendering the position almost. He's defending the inside a little too hard. And Panda is around the outside, now has the inside line here. And
He's fully in track. Panda, wow.
that was a brilliant move. But now Triple Crown on the inside.
Fighting back.
Oh, as we see
He respect.
Little Demon crossing the line for the second time. Fastest lap as well. Well done, Triple Crown. Shine in P2, Leeds in P3. We're switching back. Oh no, they both spun out. Oh no.
He reset the track by Triple Crown. Okay, he retired.
He retired. Oh no, what a shame.
Clean up until this point.
Oh.
At this point. God.
I switched away for one moment to see the winners cross the line and I missed it. Oh, Triple Crown, Panda. Tokyo P5, and Ney gets P6. Pierre may get P6 after time penalties. No. Tahu P8. Panda will secure P9 with a... Actually, his wing is still okay. He just spun out, it seems. Actually, he has to be careful because Parakotul is 9 seconds behind and Panda is on 8 seconds. So, Panda has to get a move on. The race is not over, guys. We're still racing for P9 here. Panda has to get a move on. Is he out of fuel? Surely he's not out of fuel.
Oh god. What is happening there?
Panda, drive, man! You're not racing. You're still racing. No, he's losing the time. He's losing the gap. It's 7 seconds. What is happening? What?
Bro.
Oh no, Panda. So Parakotul is gonna get P9 at the end, at the last lap. GG. Oh my god, what a race this was. As Pierre gets driver of the day, and we see the podium with Little Demon getting the podium with fast lap for the second time. A full clean sweep today by Little Demon, well done. And Dietz and Shine rounding out the podium, well deserved for those three drivers.
I think that's the 2 Grand Chelems for Little Demon. Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh
Nice
wow.
to be.
True Knight P4, Tokyo P5, and we see Panda rounding out the top 10 with Parakotul stealing P9 in the last turn. GG. What a race, guys.